Our Harbor Freight temporary shelter was in fact temporary. After about a year and a half, the snow got the better of it because I wasn't keeping the top clean, and so collapsed on like a Friday afternoon. So here I am Saturday morning taking the tarp off, and it's not really fixable by any means. So went out to the hardware store, came back with a bunch of lumber, and this is Sunday morning where our story begins. So I'm going to go ahead and get the site prepped, blow the snow off with the blower, and burn the ice off with a weed torch, and start laying things out. Putting these walls up. I'm only putting up 3 of the 5 posts per wall right now, just so I can keep things manageable as I have to lift those into position. So we'll go back and stitch the other ones in later. So I'm setting this up on the existing railroad ties that were used for the old shelter. It's level enough, they're sturdy enough, and certainly going to take care of what we need. So explaining things and also realizing that I've forgotten a couple of boards at the hardware store, so I have to unload the truck here. So just go ahead and set up some temporary supports there and get the boards moved off to it. Brought the tractor in to unload the 4x4s, and pretty soon ready to head off. Come back, I've got my 12-foot boards now that I can use for some of my cross bracing, and just continue working through the build out of the walls here. Walls on the left-hand side are 10 feet tall, the ones on the right-hand side are 8 feet. And it's just going to be a single slant roof, and it's going to be tarped for right now, but in the spring we'll go ahead and get some corrugated metal roofing on that. Here we are making things plumb and making things square, securing them to the base, and getting the ladder out so I can defy gravity for a couple hours. Here I am, I'm putting up a temporary, well not quite temporary, but like a support board that'll hold the roof joists in place while I screw them home. Here I am stitching in those extra beams, or the extra posts that are there. So they're 5 per wall, 4 walls. And here comes the first piece of the roof and second. So we'll go ahead and stitch all those pieces of the roof here, cutting some support or some bracing to go in. And here we'll go ahead and finish off the roof. So, started to lose some daylight here and decided it was time to go get some rest. So, put the toys away and came back to it in the morning. So, here we are on Monday morning, just working through. We're going to install the purlins. Purlins go perpendicular to the structural framing of the roof, and they're there to essentially act as support and also a place to fasten the metal roof that'll go on this. So, imagine the metal roof is going to run, top to bottom on that. It'll cross those purlins and be able to be screwed home, nailed home there. Right now I've got about a 2-foot overhang on both sides. I'm not sure how long that'll be in the end, but I figured it's a little bit easier to cut some off than it is to add some more in later. So here's a top look at the purlins. So here I'm pulling the tarp out of the snow. This is the Harbor Freight tarp. It was honestly not that bad, not that worse for wear, so just hooked up some ropes to it, threw those across. I put some screws in the posts on the other side so I could tie off like cleats, and pull those across so that we could I could go ahead and move things piece by piece there. And the ropes are long enough that allowed me to pull on one side from the ladder while I was sort of helping it with my hand at the same time. So got those across. Here I am putting in some pipes that came with the Harbor Freight kit, and then those pipes are used as a place to fix some ratchet straps and ratchet that down to the base. So here's Monday afternoon, starting to lose daylight and need to get things going. So I still have some framing to do on the inside, some cross bracing and stuff, but didn't have time for that. So I put the 2x4s there out of the weather, got the tractor put away. Here comes the lawnmower that lives under the shelter here, and got some horse training equipment put away. And here is Tuk Tuk put away, hopefully warm and dry for the remainder of this winter and many to come. Thanks for watching.